The countdown is on from Milwaukee, Wisconsin at Fiserv Forum. The Hawks taking on the Bucks. For Atlanta, they started the season with a win. Tonight, out to make it win number 2. Bucks, Hawks, up next, right after this. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. The small and power forwards are Reza Shea and Johnson. And there's Porzingis. Then it's Dyson Daniel. And it's Pumpkin in at the point guard position. And for Milwaukee, Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Collins is out there with Hardaway. And it's Caldwell in at the small forward. So, Greg, here we are, just about a week into the NBA season. The regular season comes at you fast.
I mean, the games start coming fast and furiously right out of the gate. But you wonder how we made it through summer without getting to see any NBA action.
Here's Buffkin. Johnson sets the screen for Reza Shea. Rebound, Milwaukee. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Atlanta.
And they swept the season series against this group last season. Pretty impressive stuff.
MP finds Hardaway. Bucks passing it around. The 3 from MP. Buffkin with the rebound. With it, Hardaway picks him up. Here's Reza Shea. Bucket is good.
Well, Reza Shea has decent size, and he uses it well that time to put points on the board.
And stolen by Daniels. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. First quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Buffkin. Coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. 4 on the clock. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. A three-pointer off the mark. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers. I asked him about what could tip the balance in their favor tonight, and he said, quote, when Kristaps Porzingis is operating at a high level, it opens up their entire offense. The key for us is to keep Porzingis from having a major impact. If we can do that, it'll be our game to win. Back over to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Now here's Giannis. And a wide open look for MP. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Yeah, that's a key 3 for MP. If he hits these at a high rate, he'll have a spot in this league for a long time.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. On the wing, MP. Guarded by Reza Shea. Giannis outside. On the wing, MP. Guarded by Reza Shea. Antetokounmpo, no good. The Hawks trail. Reza Shea has done a lot to quiet the doubters after being the #1 overall pick in 2024.
Well, in a draft without a lot of star power at the top, the Hawks took the kind of prototype wing you can't have too many of. And he has made good on that pick.
So it's the Bucks now after the basket by Atlanta. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. Here is the 2K leaderboard with last season's top passing teams. The Hawks second.
Well, this is a team that preaches ball movement. Just look at their assist totals from last season. They are determined to create high percentage shots.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Reza Shea. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
At the wing position, Reza Shea has pretty much everything you're looking for, right? Length, mobility, three-point shooting. And add to that, he has a great feel for the game.
And the first one at the line is good. Rizachet's hit them both. Bucks trail by 3. Antetokounmpo kicks to MP. Here's Turner. The shot, no good. Nice D from Porzingis. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Johnson, the pass to Porzingis. Baseline J on the way. The rebound by Turner.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
MP finds Giannis. Here's Caldwell. 6 to shoot. Back to Hardaway. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Pass to Rizachet. Here's Porzingis. Turner covering. And it's sent back by Turner.
No, sir. Try someone else. Turner is an elite rim protector.
And that one's good by Giannis.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Now Rizachet. And the dunk by Rizachet.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Back to MP. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Hawks. It's a 3-point game. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
The key when you go into a hostile territory is play with a purpose and stay true to your game plan. That's what they did.
Yeah, that was bound to get ugly. Turner is so assertive, working inside. Defense got messy.
Timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And one way players look to expand their game, adding counter moves to keep defenders off balance. Greg, what was something you added that really gave defenders pause?
You know, the snatch back pull up, you know, using your speed to kind of get the defender going downhill, and then you slam on the brakes and just create that separation to then go into attack mode.
MP kicks to Giannis. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The Hawks have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. So with Johnson on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. They've got Dawson. Newell out there with Okongwu. And it's Krejci in at shooting guard. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce. Giannis showing creativity.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
Like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their Connected Cam. And to the sideline we go. Let's catch you up on the story about Kristaps Porzingis. Allie, what are they saying?
Thanks so much. I got some news from Atlanta's head athletic trainer. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. Still, they're not the same without the play he brings. So 100% or not, he's back on the court. Guys?
And Allie, we thank you for the report.
Well, he certainly didn't envision his season going like this, but it happens to the best of them, and now it's all about how you respond to it.
covered by Giannis. To the wing on the left. Becker gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Nice shot by Portis.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
The Hawks trail by 5. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Dawson can't get it to go.
Oh, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting performance.
MP passes to Rollins. On the wing, MP. There's Portis. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got his 3rd assist on the night. Atlanta's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Checked in for the Bucks. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Cole Anthony. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Milwaukee leading by 5. Outside Hardaway. Left side, out of the Kumbo. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. MP with it. He's got 6. Powers through inside. Giannis.
Just no panic from Giannis. He's excellent at making sure to get off a good look in time. And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
MP finds Turner. Pass to Hardaway. And here is Turner, covered by Okongwu. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Buffkin. Rebounded by the Bucks. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Yeah, what we saw in that game and what you see around the league is a questionable dependency on the triple.
But during that specific game, you'd love to say, hey, stop shooting threes, but obviously that's a big part of their identity.
Pass to Daniel. Here's Rizachet. And a miss there on the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And here is Hardaway. Down low. Rizachet with the steal. .106 left now here in the second. Daniels. Back to Rizachet. Daniels from outside. It's hauled in by Giannis. Giannis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Rollins. Now Hardaway. On the wing, MP. Outside Hardaway. To the inside. And Turner throws it down.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
Now, here's Okongwu. And a wide open look for Daniel. Atlanta again missing. Johnson against Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slings it in.
And his athleticism comes through in all kinds of ways. You've got to be nimble to make moves like Giannis.
Johnson the screen with the shot. Not enough on that one as it misses. And so it's Milwaukee holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their defense has been active and effective. Back to the action in just a minute.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Offensively, they can post you, drive it, run cutters. They're living large in that painted area.
And the defense has tried to pack it in a little, but those guys just keep coming.
And time now to swing it around as we take a look at the upcoming schedule.
Taking a look at the Hawks.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
When he gets the ball this deep and establishes position, now it's a matter of getting to his go-to moves that he loves.
Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Rollins. And it's MP in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Pass to Rizachet. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. And 11 points for Rizachet.
A catch-and-shoot specialist. Rizachet thrives in that role.
Giannis kicks to MP. Back to Giannis. Here's Turner. And no good that time. Nice D from Porzingis. Outside Daniels. Johnson finds Rizachet. Can't get it to go. He's made 4 and just missed his 4th.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Here's Turner. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Tim is one of the most accurate three-point shooters this league has ever seen. Give us your top shooters in the game today.
Yeah, it's funny because you always say, well, obviously Steph, so it's almost like any conversation puts him in a different category. I obviously agree. His ability to pull up from anywhere. Even a guy like Trae Young, I would put into that category because of the range, Kevin. It just extends defenses so far.
What a list. All free throws good from Turner.
You just look at the trajectory of Turner's career. He was raw coming into the league, up and down for a number of years, but when he put it all together, he became the total package.
Porzingis against Turner. Right side, Porzingis. Shoots over Turner. Porzingis can't hit. Bucks leading by 12. Hardaway finds MP. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. On the wing, Hardaway. Shoots over Rizachet. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The Hawks trail by 12. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you. Commissioner Adam Silver was asked about the wildest ideas thrown around in the league office. He said, quote, one thing that's been discussed is potentially 2 free throws for a foul on a 3-point shot. I don't think we do it in the last 2 minutes of the game, but that's something interesting. Back over to you, Kevin.
Not a bad idea. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Outside Daniels. There's the triple. That one's not going to go. Good defense by MP.
This is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Hawks have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Right side, Porzingis. Pass to Rizachet. Rebound, Milwaukee. Giannis has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Turner, and it's slammed in by Turner.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Rizachet wide open. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Bobby Portis is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And a change for the Hawks. Newell's checked in. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Now Rizachet. He's got 11. 6 on the shot clock. Porzingis against Turner. The Hawks again can't hit.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Yeah, it's just time to settle everything down. Get high percentage looks and then D up.
And so it's Daniels who brings up the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. Lays it up off the glass. Porzingis has got 6.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Bucks.
Left side, Turner. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Daniels finds Porzingis. Here's Rizachet. No good on the 3.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And with each miss, you can feel him pressing just a little bit more.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, whatever they talked about at halftime, it's working now.
After Rizachet. Porzingis with a screen on Hardaway. Takes the 3. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And talk about persistence. Porzingis just being a bully on the offensive glass and punishing the opposition.
To the paint, here's Turner. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Turner's got 21 in the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Porzingis, and it's sent back by Turner.
And I would not test Turner. And Miles has led the NBA in blocks and just has great timing on his jumps.
Portis, the pass to Turner. And Asa Newell will pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Milwaukee. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Okongwu's checked in for Porzingis. Here's Hardaway. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. And here's MP for three. Knocks down the three ball. Caldwell's got 7 points for the quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Pass to Rizachet. Inside. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. A different look for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Johnson comes in for Hardaway. And Anthony subbed in for Rollins. Milwaukee's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. A three from MP. Kept alive. Back to Antetokounmpo. MP passes to Portis. Just 5 on the clock. From deep, Johnson. Rebound by the Hawks. Pass to Dawson. Over Giannis. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well. Group substitution here for Milwaukee. Turner's checked in for Bobby Portis. MP comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Johnson. And Rollins subbed in for Anthony. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. And here's Daniels. Pass to Newell. Atlanta again missing.
After making 2 threes in the first half, the defense has really tightened up on him here, and he's yet to hit one in the second.
And so in the game for the Hawks, Newell out there with Jalen Johnson. Then it's Daniels, and there's Porzingis, and it's Rizachet in at the shooting guard position. Newell can't get it to go.
He just can't get anything going in this quarter, and his team desperately in need of a spark.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
Rizachet finds Johnson. Out that one.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
Bucks leading by 19. On the wing, MP. He's guarded by Johnson, and he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And playing with the lead. You can see they're making a much more concerted effort to work the ball inside here in the second half.
Tim, in your career, you played at every level of basketball, pro and college and before. What's the single biggest change in your mind as far as professional basketball outside the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think globally the level of play has just risen dramatically. There's a much greater belief now that you can actually make it to the league, even if you're playing outside this country. And then the G League has created a much more streamlined path for those who want to work their way into the league.
G League has been terrific.
Sure has.
Atlanta's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Hawks passing it around. Looking to get it going. Johnson with the screen on Rollins. Buffkin with the bucket.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
On the wing, MP. Guarded by Rizachet. Here's Turner. And it's Rizachet with the rebound. The Hawks trail by 21. To the left wing. Wide open. Milwaukee with the rebound. Turner's got 6 rebounds now in the game. On the wing, MP. Giannis outside. Daniels against Hardaway. In the corner, it's MP. Clock at 4. Here's Turner. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Bucks.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance from Myles Turner.
Well, offensively, he was about as locked in as you can be, and his team continued to find him.
Outside, Porzingis. Pass to Bufkin. Johnson with a screen on Rollins. Bufkin with the bucket.
And great to see Porzingis share the ball. A great decision from the Latvian.
On offense, here are the Bucks. Poke loose. Daniels with the steal. On the wing, Daniels. Pass to Rizachet. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
Look at this. Cramming. Like a college student.
Hey, that's what we do when we got a big test tonight.
Not just another game?
Hey, there's never just another game, Xander.
Still, this one's a big one, right?
Hey, they're all a big one.
Okay, well, they're not just a good defensive team, they're a great defensive team. You up for that, MP?
Oh, yeah, I'm trying to be.
After that disaster you call the pregame meal?
Yo, like, what are you talking about right now?
All right, how does broccoli end up tougher to chew after it's cooked than when it's raw?
That's crazy. Yo, go up and down this locker room. Ask anyone who's the best cook here. Me. Yeah.
Well, in the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king.
Yeah, and this king is studying. I'm gonna show y'all what a great playmaker looks like. The first thing I gotta do is show you the art of the pick and roll.
What are you looking for in the defense?
How they rotate behind the blitz, which of their guys double, which switch, and where I can exploit the offense and or the defense as a scorer versus when I gotta pass it and let my team take hold, you know? The pick and roll is the oldest play in the game, but it's super complex. You know, there's a million ways to run it, a million more to stop it.
Then you better create dishes on the court. No.
Not for them, it's not. And Xander's no longer invited to my place for dinner. But y'all can still show up, you know?
seat location to 555. A member of the guest relations team will respond immediately. Thank you for your cooperation. Enjoy the game. We can't wait to see you at our next home game, Nets fans, because all of you will be getting your very own Nets backpack. Hey fans, we have tickets available for upcoming Nets home games. Visit the ticket booth for information. The game for Calendar Day. What better way to pass the years with pictures of your favorite mascot of the night and of Brooklyn. Fans, make sure to come out to our next fan giveaway. We're all in attendance.
Hello, and here we go. It's Thursday night in the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. And you look at their injuries, down a starter and a reserve. That shuffles up the lineups a bit.
Yeah, with injuries to some of their key rotation players, there's even more pressure on the top-tier guys to carry the team.
Now let's take a look at the Bucks' opening lineup. Inside, they have Giannis and Turner. Then it's Tim Hardaway. Then it's MP. And it's Rollins in at the point guard position. And for Brooklyn, they've got Seraph. He's out there with Austin Reeves. Nicholas Claxton out there with Michael Porter. And it's Wolf in at the power forward. And so much to take in during the start of the season, Richard. It's hard to not overreact at times.
You got to remember that everything is going to get blown out of proportion in the first week. Give it some time, let it breathe before everyone jumps to conclusions.
So Milwaukee wins the tip. And as a catalyst for his team offensively, MP has stated his focus on setting up his team. He wants to be a top distributor.
MP could have a playlist of masterful assists by the end of his career. He finds so many ways to set up baskets and outsmart defenses. It's awesome for his teammates and frustrating for defenders.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here. And that one falls for Turner.
When you think about Turner, one of the best shot blockers in the league, who can also score at all three levels.
And so he makes both from the line. Here's Brooklyn. Here's Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
Being Porter Jr. is 6'10", you have to know where he is at all times, especially when he's lurking inside.
MP finds Turner. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming this way.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. The first one falls. And he can't hit the second. Here's Brooklyn. This game against Milwaukee here. It's their first meeting of the season. Porter gets the bucket.
Smart play there by Porter. Working his way inside to find a reliable, close-range look.
Outside Hardaway. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. MP outside. Lets it fly. That's good from Hardaway on the assist by MP.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Here's Wolf. Three-pointer, no good. And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the three-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, B.A. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and, of course, controlling the boards.
Now here's Reeves. In his last outing, 10 points for him. Porter, the pass to Wolf. 5 on the clock. And Porter hits from deep. Porter's got 7 points.
A lights-out three-point shooter. All Porter Jr. needs is a little wiggle room, and he's pulling up.
MP looking around. Pass to Hardaway. To the wing on the left. MP outside. And here is Antetokounmpo. Shoots from the right block. Uses the glass that time. It's good.
Yeah, one of the most efficient inside scorers. Giannis just can't be stopped.
Here's Reeves. And there it is for him.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's MP. Pass to Turner. And stolen by Claxton. In transition. Here comes Brooklyn. Here's Reeves. Soft touch off the glass.
The improved passing of Porter Jr. That's the next part of his evolution.
The Bucks trail by 4. On the wing, MP. He's guarded by Porter. Antetokounmpo outside. From deep, MP sinks it from distance.
Nice shot by MP. Great touch from outside.
The Nets have gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Hawks had a huge game. He dropped 13 points, and he was dealing assists all around. He finally ended his cold streak with a solid performance. Guys, let's see if he can build on that.
Thanks as always, Allie. Great report. Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
The shot by Reeves, no good. The Bucks have gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. Oh, Giannis dunks it home.
I mean, the size and athleticism of Giannis, arguably without precedent, an incredibly prolific finisher.
Now here's Porter. Had a tough time getting anything going against the Lakers. To win the run, it's hauled in by Rollins. The Bucks leading by 3. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
Caldwell passes to Hardaway. Now here's MP. Down low. Antetokounmpo inside. Working on Claxton. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Coming out hot, 4 out of 5. This could be a big game for him.
Caldwell passes to Turner. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Turner's got 7 points.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Porter gets the bucket.
The guard-like skills in a forward's body. Porter Jr. with the quick release.
Caldwell passes to Turner. MP outside. Pass to Rollins. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. Hardaway, no good. And Reeves has got the ball here for Brooklyn. They trail by 1. And it's Porter. That time on the assist by Reeves. He's got 15.
Then put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Now here's MP. Last game for him, he picked up 13. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
And the chess match continues.
7 lead changes already, and we're still in the first half.
Rollins passes to Antetokounmpo. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Fades. And Milwaukee tacks on 2 more.
Being productive. Turner is a constant offensive threat.
Here's Saraf. Yet to see a basket. Porter from outside. Giannis with the rebound. Oh, deflected. It could go. The shot no good. And so it's Miles Turner making highlights for Milwaukee, hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. We'll be right back. Some good action already in this. Look for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Kuzma. MP comes in for Green, and it's Rollins in for Johnson. Antetokounmpo, the pass to MP. MP buries the triple.
He's always ready to take the shot. MP got it away quick.
So on the floor for Milwaukee, Giannis plays the 4 with Porter playing at center. Then it's MP, then it's Cole Anthony, and it's Rollins in at the 1.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Richard, when you talk about Austin Reeves, this guy continues to defy expectations.
I still can't believe he was an undrafted free agent. Not only does he score, he shoots an impressive percentage while doing it. It's just an incredible story.
And Brooklyn with possession here after the basket by Milwaukee on the other end.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Pass to Rollins. On the wing, MP now covers. Caldwell passes to Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 5. Giannis with the jam.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. Nets have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. Here's Clowney. On the wing, Reeves. He's guarded by Anthony. To the middle. Here's Powell. Here's Starks. Three-pointer off the mark.
Hey, sometimes you miss even under the best of circumstances.
On the wing, MP. Powell covers. Pass to Portis. Shot from the low block. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Caldwell's got 5 assists in the game. Reeves against Anthony. Here's Starks. Here's Traore. Out to Powell. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Powell. And the Nets making a change here. Porter Jr.'s checked in. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Portis. Milwaukee leading by 4. No stopping Giannis.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Here's Traore. Outside Reeves. Takes a 3. And the three-pointer goes. Reeves has got 6 here in the quarter.
After failing to knock down anything from deep in the first quarter, he's got 2 to go here in the second.
Inside. Here's Turner. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And the Bucks lead by 5.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
The all-around game of Reeves continuing to develop. You just love that pass.
Well, Grant, when you watch an NBA game today, do you wish you played in this era?
Oh, no doubt. It's a lot more open, and there's a greater emphasis on skill and player health. Oh, and by the way, those checks aren't too bad either.
6 to shoot. For 3, Anthony. Brooklyn pulls it in. A tough loss coming against the Lakers in their last game played.
I actually thought their execution at times was excellent, but they failed to come through in those important moments.
And it's just a couple of bad breaks, and then you're on the losing end. I'm sure they're going to bounce back quickly.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, B.A. Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 prospect in his high school class, and he said, growing up, basketball was easy for me. It was like, say, going up an elevator. But after my injuries, it's like climbing the stairs. It's like I'm walking in my purpose through this, more than if everything had just been smooth. B.A.?
Thank you, Allie. And Jordi Fernandez wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Milwaukee making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in, and it's still early in the season, but it's always a good time to check out some power rankings. A lot could change before playoff time. You look at the Bulls, they pulled themselves up to the second place spot.
When I look at Milwaukee, they've taken a bit of a dive. Still in the top 10, but I'll tell you, the power rankings don't miss much. Any let up, and you lose ground.
Here's Saraf. No points so far. Porter gets the bucket.
And he's finding the bottom of the net consistently. Porter Jr. is scoring with ease.
MP left side. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Wolf.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And it's Porter. That time on the assist by Claxton. Porter's got 23 points.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Pass to Turner. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
They have no answer defensively inside.
There's 18 seconds left in the first half of this game. Here's Saraf. On the wing, Porter. Three-pointer. And again, Brooklyn with the triple. Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
You do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's the Nets, up 2. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Please direct your attention to the second quarter.
Hi, everybody. We've got your favorite segment on tap as we check out how the Eastern Conference is shaping up. And let's do something we never, ever, ever do, and that's go off topic.
What topic?
So we don't have a topic check?
Isn't that a topic, being off topic?
Well, that was more no topic than off topic, but that's all the time we have for this topic, thankfully. Well, coming back to the game of the night, the Bucks find themselves in a close one.
How have they kept it this close? Their D has been invisible. Come on, fellas, get after it.
Yeah, just a few more stops and this score would be totally different. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Ryan Anderson.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. One of the stories here, Michael Porter getting it done today.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
We've got Nicholas Claxton, Austin Reeves out there with Saraf. Then it's Michael Porter, and it's Wolf in at the 4-man position. So that's the Nets 5. To the inside. And that one falls. Now 10 for 12 with that make.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Outside Hardaway. Pass to Rollins. And here's MP from outside. Brooklyn pulls it in. Next up, they'll face the Hawks in Atlanta, and that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. Rollins passes to MP. Here's Turner, and then Turner with the dunk.
And you really want more of this from Turner. We all know how dangerous he is once he finds his rhythm.
Now here's Claxton. Turner covers. Pass to Saraf. On the wing, Porter. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And Turner with the dunk.
Too easy for Turner. The defense has to put up more of a fight around the rim.
And then Porter with the dunk.
Knew exactly where his teammate would be. That's a product of good chemistry.
MP outside. Back to Antetokounmpo. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Nets. Looking at the 2K leaderboard. Here were the NBA's top dime droppers last year. MP is second.
Not a lot of guys had better vision on the floor than him. He was able to see passing lanes and ready shooters no one else could.
Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Outside Reeves. Pass to Porter. There's the triple. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds in the game.
When you've made your first 3 shots in the half, I think it's okay for a heat check.
MP finds Hardaway. MP right side. There's the 3. Sinks the tray. MP's got 9.
A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break.
And then Porter with the dunk.
Feed the interior. Good things will happen.
Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. To the paint. Caldwell passes to Antetokounmpo. On the wing, MP. He's guarded by Porter. Just 5 to shoot. The 3, Hardaway. Brooklyn with the board. Porter with it. Now guarded by MP. Fires for 3. And there's Reeves. That one's good on the assist by Porter. Porter's got 4 assists now tonight. From deep, MP. MP answers back with a triple.
You like to see the young confidence from MP. Just fires right back with an answer of 3.
Pass to Wolf. To the inside. Here's Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
There is no doubt what's going to happen once he reaches the rim.
The Bucks trail by 5. Now MP. The 3 is up. Pure from 3-point range. MP's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Wolf. Here's Reeves, defended by Hardaway. Shot is good by Reeves. 15 points in the game.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
And so, timeout here by Doc Rivers. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Cloudy, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Bobby Portis is checked in for the Bucks. Here's Caldwell. The quick look, no good that time.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Pass to Saraf. Reeves with a screen on Turner. Now Reeves, defended by Hardaway. Here's Claxton. The 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Hornets at Spectrum Center in Charlotte. That'll wrap up this short 2-game road trip to the left side wing. Back to MP. This one for 3. Good. And that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
Here in the third, he's really started to heat up from the perimeter.
Pass to Clowney. On the wing, Reeves. Outside Porter. Three-pointer. The rebound by MP.
The way he started this game, he wondered if he'd ever cool down, and the answer is yes.
Count the basket. And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight. When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
On the wing, MP. He's guarded by Porter. Reeves against Hardaway. Portis the screen. Hardaway, no good.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Hardaway against Reeves. Pass to Saraf. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Porter outside. Caldwell grabs the miss. And so MP will bring it up for the Bucks. It's a one-point game. Portis gets the bucket.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open three, that's the key to efficient offense.
Here's Clowney. Here's Saraf. On the wing, Porter. It's hauled in by Portis. Portis has got 4 rebounds now. MP finds Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
Flashing some of his passing potential. MP with the dime.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Saraf. And there's the screen. The Nets need to get off a shot here. And here's Reeves outside. It's not going to go for him. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game thus far. The Bucks on top. They're up by 3. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. At the forward spots, we'll see Kuzma and Giannis. Cole Anthony out there with Johnson. And it's Portis in at the 5, roaming the paint.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Outside Reeves. Baseline jumper. Rebounded by the Bucks.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. And here's Johnson. He's covered by Reeves. Johnson passes to Kuzma. The rebound by Matthews.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Here's Powell. Both teams making some changes here. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Ooh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
I give credit to the coaches and players. Clearly the staff stressed scoring inside. Well, and the players are definitely executing.
Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt. Let's hope he's okay.
And man, this really doesn't look good. Just the way it happened.
And you know it's serious if he's heading to the locker room. It takes a lot to get him out of any game.
Portis, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Hardaway, no good.
I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger. He may be a little overeager.
On the wing, Reeves, covered by MP. Porter, the pass to Reeves. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. Porter's got 6 assists here tonight. Milwaukee's got 7 of their 16 three-point attempts to go in. On the wing, MP. He's guarded by man. Outside Hardaway from the arc. Nails it from 3. And the Bucks lead by 3.
Yeah, that's like a layup to Hardaway at this point in his career.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Here's Clowney. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo has got 6 rebounds in the game. Inside. Here's Porter. Rebounded by the Bucks. Portis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Down low. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long.
Shooting 1.
That free throw good from Portis. Nets trail by 6. Here's Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
And Porter Jr. is made for big moments. He doesn't feel any pressure taking big-time shots.
Now Portis. From 17 feet out. Oh, it's off. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Nets. Here's Porter for 3. The 3 ball is down.
Prolific from deep in the first half. He's trying to continue that.
Porter against MP. Oh, the drop pass, and he dunks it down.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Here's Saroff. Porter outside. Cash from downtown.
He's done so much damage from beyond the arc, and he's still hitting those big shots.
And the defense has to know that taking away his 3 is the #1 priority, and he's hurt them all game long. With that shot, it makes no sense.
Here's Portis. Yes! Using that window!
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for us.
Here's Saroff. To take the lead. And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession. Here's Reeves. Shot clock at 6. With a teardrop, he shoots. Porter. Oh, the go-ahead bucket, no good.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Now Portis. Oh, Claxton with a rebound.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
And if you can't force the turnover on that play, then that's not a bad foul.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Cool and collected, making them count under pressure.
Here's MP. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
And it would be smart to go for a 2-for-1 right now.
Swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey guys, well, Jordi Fernandez was just reviewing the plan with his team. He told us guys not to lose hope, saying to them, it's a long game, fellas, and we're in this one, but I need each one of you to step up your intensity right now. Let's see if Coach's message resonates, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
No moment is too big for Austin Reaves.
On the wing, MP. He's guarded by Porter. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
So the first one drops, and that'll put him up 2. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
And the game isn't over yet, but they have to move quickly.
Yeah, they need to focus on scoring every possession and not turning over the ball.
Antetokounmpo, count it!
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that too.
It ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Nick Claxton. And the 3 misses. Time expires. We're going to overtime. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Giannis plays the 4 with Porter playing at center. Then it's Tim Hardaway, then it's MP, and it's Rollins in at the point guard position. Oh, it misses! Milwaukee shooting 70% from the field, a performance that has been fun to watch. And we've got a report from the sideline. Let's get the scoop on Miles Turner. What are they telling you, Allie?
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer from Milwaukee did provide some information. He said the X-ray hand series revealed a non-displaced hairline fracture to the finger. Not good. A return tonight is no longer in the cards. The question now is this a multi-game injury? Something that's yet to be determined, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks.
Yeah, there's a lot of anticipation around this, as always, when dealing with injuries.
Just a selfless play by Giannis. He knows all eyes are on him, so he dishes to a ready shooter.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range since regulation. And we've played just over a minute here in overtime. Money from 3!
And this is rapid fire. Back-to-back triples, momentum swinging wildly.
The Bucks trail by 3. Here's MP. Beyond the arc. Oh, from the rafters, MP.
With the way he can fill it up at this age, it's scary to think how good MP might be in a few years.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
Milwaukee has gone 2 of 3 from the perimeter so far in overtime.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Here's MP. Antetokounmpo outside. Clock at 6. Antetokounmpo on the attack. Oh, the stop.
And he is just showing off right now. I mean, he's giving you leadership. Giannis just takes pride in stepping up and hitting those big shots. Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
Here's MP. Oh, he jams it right back at him.
And the game plan for them should be simple. Keep getting it to Giannis. The Greek freak is on fire.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Here's Saroff. Outside Reeves. Puts up the tray. Nope.
That is not the shot they needed there. You gotta work it around and get a better look.
Until they foul intentionally. He gets the first, and that puts him up 5. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Huge free throws there to pad the lead, trying to close that door.
Porter can't get the 3, and now they decide to foul intentionally. Cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he ends up making the second. And that makes it a 7-point lead. And this one feels just about over.
Yeah, they'll play it out, but I think it just wasn't meant to be tonight.
And he commits the intentional foul.
14 foul. At the line from Milwaukee, Rollins. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that increases the lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 7-point game. Timeout called. Brooklyn. They're trailing by 7. All right, guys, what's your take?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
And I'm sure coach is encouraging them to play to the final whistle. Then they can get out of here.
If you want one, put your hands in the air.
Fires away from outside. Ooh, it misses.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
MP! So we see the Bucks get the win here. They escape with the W, even though they needed a few extra minutes to pull it off.
And both teams gave their all. But when it came down to overtime, it was about who had more determination.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.